Okay, so going into Christmas break, we're going to be writing our paragraph for the con evidence of D.A.R.E, that we found out that they're saying that D.A.R.E is not an effective method of drug prevention. So I'm just going to make up a title for you guys. We're going to call it D.A.R.E colon effective or not. And then you're going to put by your name. You shouldn't write your name like I did. You should write your actual name. Okay. I would. So the first thing that we need to do is write down a topic sentence. So again, something that probably could have been done in the 25 minutes after lunch, but it's okay. You know, we maybe just were busy with other things like reading. So anyhow, usually a good topic sentence can be built off of what we wrote in our claim. So we may want to start with that. So our claim yesterday for most of us was something along the lines of D.A.R.E is an ineffective program. You finish your claim, whatever you have. Because whatever your claim was, that's what we have to try and support. Similar to your claim. I'm not saying in the article, by make it a choice or whatever it is. I'm taking that part out and I'm doing kind of like the she claims. There is an ineffective program. So kind of like Chase and I were talking, you don't want to write your whole claim. You kind of want to pick up from where you say she claims or he claims, and then write that last part. So if you can imagine, I would say in the article, D.A.R.E by make it a choice, she claims there is an ineffective program. I'm writing the rest of my claim. Do you see that? Okay. Yeah, Parker.
Is that just like you're writing? Or
No, you should write your claim. Like if I come over here and I'm going to look at yours, and it says, he claims there is. That's what I was saying. was trying to verbally explain to you. Yeah? So you're trying to take in the last part of your claim and making it your topic sentence. So again, I'm probably not going to skip lines on mine just to make sure I have enough room. So mine might be, there is an ineffective program that preventing drug use among students. Now everything else I'm going to write is going to be about that. Anybody need more time? Okay, just a couple. So now what we want to do is we want to look at our evidence to try and pick some of the quotes. I look at my quote in my paraphrase to try and find evidence that supports that. Now, a better teacher than myself would probably have that out. And I see some of my students do. I don't know what I did with my one. Or I must have maybe gave it to somebody. So when I look at the first one, there's a few places where it says that the program is ineffective or not very successful or things like that. So I just want to pick one of those for kind of my supporting detail. And I have to decide if I'm going to quote it or if I'm going to paraphrase it. So I might paraphrase the first one because I think I'm going to quote U.S. Surgeon General later. So I might paraphrase the first one where I might say, in 2004, analysis of 11 peer-reviewed studies. Now, you have to do what I'm doing. No, you pick one of those bits of information and put it down as either a quote or a paraphrase. Nope, you only indent the first one. I forgot to say that. Make sure you should have indented the first one. Hey, where's your sheet? The one with all the information on it. Yes, I do have it. This is all part of the same paragraph. Okay, I shortened mine up and I paraphrased. I changed a few words. Now you probably want to use both your paraphrase and your quote that you did on your opinion writing sheet because you already did the work on them. And if it supports your claim, that's what you want to do. It'll make it easier. Who needs more time for that first piece of evidence? Being full of you, okay. Things are you doing? You understand? Anybody else need help? Okay, people are saying they're doing pretty well. Okay, now this is where it's kind of a little challenging. Because you can either, if you paraphrase, you can use your quote. You quoted, you can use your paraphrase. But you're going to need at least one more supporting detail after this. So, I feel like it's kind of up to you. Being that I paraphrased, I think I would probably use my quote next. And I'm going to use the United States U.S. Surgeon General. I'm going to show you something like this. I've already told you that these studies say that it's an ineffective one. Watch, right? So this is where I might say, in fact, comma, the U.S. Attorney General. Do you see how I'm doing this a little different? I'm not saying according to. This time I'm supporting it because this is going to tie to this. In fact, the U.S. Attorney General cited, and I'm quoting this, there, oh, excuse me, cited should be part of the quote. Let me see how I want to do that. Okay, stated. Gotta think about how to do this. Use the term general. I'm gonna say found there as an ineffective primary drug prevention program. Primary. You have to do mine?
Yeah.
You should use your quote or another source. There's my quote. You could, or you could do another paraphrase. If you wanted to save your quote till the end, that's another option for the last piece of information. Yeah. Yeah, then you use your paraphrase. And then you have to probably either paraphrase the quote on the last one. Yeah, you could. The other thing you could do is use your explanation, but sometimes I think your explanation, a good use for your explanation is doing your conclusion because it's helping you, you're trying to state your conclusion. If it's this, then this. You could, or you could find a different way to say it. That's fine too. Is everybody done with their first two? Okay, we're still working on our second one, some of us. You guys ready for step 3? Okay, you said no. I didn't quite hear you. So anybody know? Sounds like we're doing pretty well. So now what you want to do is you want to look for a third piece of information that supports whatever your claim is. For mine, it's there is an ineffective program at preventing drug use among students. So I want to find something that will support that within here. Look in yours and see if you can find a third bit of information. You could do a quote if you've done 2 paraphrases already. Yep, good point. For me, I think the best one for mine might be that a national study funded by the U.S. Department of Justice concluded that D.A.R.E has small effects on drug use and is significantly less successful at preventing drug use than other programs. So I may want to paraphrase that. You could. I'll just let you do it. Yep, you just need a third bit of information. You can either do a quote or a paraphrase. It's your choice. Okay, so hopefully you're finishing up that third piece of supporting detail. For your conclusion, look at your explanation because that's kind of your takeaway. So think about your explanation that you wrote for your quote and your paraphrase, because this is all about your claim, right? And supporting your claim. what should someone take away from this? A lot of the time, it might start something like this. For mine, I'm saying D.A.R.E is an ineffective program. If D.A.R.E is ineffective at preventing drug use, then what should we do?
I don't know, but the conclusion from the skip off.
You should always skip a line in between each one, but I don't because I don't agree.
No, I mean the conclusion.
Nope, it's still part of the same paragraph.
It's only you have 29 lines. But we have 29.
Yeah, but my writing is different. I have to write it a little bit bigger. So here's how I finish mine. If D.A.R.E if D.A.R.E is ineffective at preventing drug use, then we should invest our resources in better drug prevention programs. Resources being like time and money. I don't know how much it costs to do D.A.R.E, but I have no idea. It might be very little. And once you're done with that, I want your writing notebook to be put up by your math workbook so I can look at these and see how you did.